Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I guess we got sound. Okay. We just don't have an intro. What the hell happened? Okay. What the hell happened? Let me check this out here. Good morning, Tony. We're going to tweet this out while I find out what's going on here. Let me shut that down. But hey, good morning on this 06.05.2023. Current time is 05:34 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. Upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. And good morning, Tony D. Salute to you. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And I'm restarting the iPad mini. And good morning, Chris Tech. My iPad mini didn't want to work for some reason. Let's check that out again here. Try a reboot on it. But I know I got audio because I can hear myself on the Surface 3. So we are getting our day started, and I do have the morning coffee. Wow, this is odd. No music. It's a Monday. Start of a new week. Here we go with the coffee. There we go. Oh, other than that, everything's doing great this morning. Good morning, and I hope everybody's doing it. You're all good on my end. Thank you, Tony. Okay, very good. Good morning, Chris, Erica. Good morning, and let me see if this works now. Let's see if I unplug that and plug it back in. I'm not sure why that's not going. So let's see. This is a first generation iPad mini, so it just let's see. No go. What's going on? Is the volume up? Volume is right up. Let's just take everything off and see if we can do that. Wow. That is freaky. Freaky bananas here. Let's see. As we're getting our day started, troubleshooting. All the things are in. Well, it is what it is. So we'll just put that on the times there and stuff like that. Let's see. I gotta get the dashboard here. I want to get an iPad Pro. But the small one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had this iPad for, oh God, it's the first generation, whatever the first generation iPad came out. No, it didn't die. It just the sound's not coming out. It's old. I was using it yesterday. Let me see if I get some sound out of something else here. Let me see. What can I? Let's see. I got anything in my Voice Recorder Pro? Oh, I know what I can do. Let's see. Let's bring up this. But my name is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Twitch, at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter. Just for those watching on the replay, because I do repurpose this over there on Rumble and YouTube. Yeah, this was working yesterday. I gotta be careful on what I put up here. So let me see. What can I do? Oh, I know what I can do. Let's see. YouTube. Let's see. Do they have a search here? Let's see. And I have to listen to your Rumble replay. I missed the other day. Yeah, I did a couple. I did a Rumble. No, I did a Rumble yesterday, Erica. And then I did a Rumble last Thursday for the audio podcast. So, yeah, I've been using Rumble. And incidentally, what did I get for numbers yesterday? And that's the thing. It seems like when you go live, you get more views as far as that goes. And there's a couple people in yesterday morning's broadcast had a casual Sunday morning, and this is going to be the same thing because I have no music. I'm off kilter just a little bit here. Let's see. Let's go with TFPFP search. Let's see if that brings up. Yeah, here's the guest stars. Let's go. Let's see if that comes up. Wow, this is down hard. Unless my cables aren't working. You know what? I might have to reboot. I might have to reboot the. Reboot my. This has happened before. I used it yesterday, so it was fine yesterday when I was doing a Twitter live. I did do a Twitter live, as far as that goes. Speaking of YouTube, and watching a live stream on YouTube from. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. My content on Rumble from yesterday. Wow, we're at 399 views on that Rumble broadcast yesterday. That's tremendous. Friday's broadcast that I did, when I uploaded, I only got 5 views. So there is a big difference. For me at least, what the numbers I'm showing and stuff like that. So the experiment is working here. Oh, you all right? Good morning. That was the missus. I'm going to switch to my laptop. Okay. We'll be here. We're just getting started here, and but glad to have you all here this morning. It is a Monday, and as far as that goes, and we're getting our day started here with the morning coffee. I do have cocoa in it this morning. I haven't been doing that of lately. Decided to go ahead and do that this morning, but we do have the morning coffee. Let's see. Let me see. I gotta get a cover pick here with a cup of coffee and stuff like that. So, man, that is real throwing me off. I have to look at that as far as that goes. Let's see. There we go. There we go. What's that? 849. 849. 849. 0849 is the pick. So I always take a snapshot and I get the time marked on the Twitch. We have 7 people in the broadcast. Thank you very much. There's Jack. Jack is joining us this morning, as far as that goes. And I'll fix my thing here. As far as that goes, I made your phone go. No, that's the iPad Mini. So the iPad's there's sound going off. That's the iPad Mini. Or no, actually that's my tablet. I've got a tablet back here. I turned on. I don't normally turn it on. I usually yeah, that's the tablet. Or is it the tablet? Huh. I think that's the tablet. It's just playing catch up. It's an old tablet. Yeah, there's Jack coming in the morning. Hey, Tim Fan, yo, we're just getting started here. I'm sort of having a little bit of a. It's not an issue, but it's weird. It's just weird. That's usually a rock solid turn. But anyway, here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have 42 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 5.5 degrees Celsius. And no, I tweeted it out. Oh, you know what? I got sidetracked. Here's the tweet. Now it's tweeted out. I didn't push the tweet button. There it is. It's tweeted. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Yep, it's tweeted now and stuff. You guys must have got notifications and stuff. You all usually I didn't have anybody in here at all no, that was a Rumble. What was it? Friday? And stuff. Tony was here Friday, and stuff like that. So, but. We are getting our day started here, where the temperature is It's a nice 42 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm seeing blue sky with some cloud cover out there. Um, and sunny and clouds mixed today, high 76 degrees. Winds out of the north by northwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Um, Jack is a feral cat. I'm not, this is a cat, okay? Okay, we just got regular cats. A cat's a cat to me, just nothing special. Okay, regular house cat. Okay, there we go. He was a kitten from a feral um, litter there and stuff like that. Brought home in a little fur ball there, as far as that goes. Uh, the sun will rose this morning at 5:32, which was about, let's see, 10, 11, 12 minutes ago. And 5:32 a.m. and the sun will be setting later today at 8:38 p.m. Um, as far as that goes. And our world times and temperatures, it's 11:44 p.m. yesterday in Honolulu, Hawaii. Clear skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 2:44 a.m. Clear skies, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Albuquerque, New Mexico at 3:44 a.m. Partly cloudy, partly clear, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And out there in Deming, New Mexico, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 89 degrees for the Fahrenheit for the high. In Chicago, Illinois, we have 4:45 a.m. cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. New York City at 5:45 a.m. Currently it is sunny skies, so it'll be sunny today. 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Out there in Washington State, 45 degrees out there where Lady Cat is at, and down in Warner Robins, Georgia, 62 degrees Fahrenheit, 87 for the high, 61 for the low and clear. Down in Robins, Georgia, that's where Tony D lives at. Over in Cork, Ireland at 10:46 a.m. It is sunny skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, is that rain? Yeah, it's raining in Milan again. At 11:46 a.m., 66 degrees Fahrenheit. In Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, 12:46 p.m., 102 degrees. It was 104 yesterday. It's 102 right now at 12:46 p.m. Sunny skies as far as that goes. Out in Michigan, where Tim Fan is at, it is 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Pretty warm out there in Michigan this morning. And probably, Tim, you're probably out there on the job site, aren't you? As far as that goes. Let's see, in New Delhi, India, we were able to see the strawberry moon last night. Okay, I didn't see the moon last night. Going to 82 today, Tim says. It's going to be a warm one out there in Michigan. And in New Delhi, India, at 3:17 p.m., partly cloudy, partly sunny, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And sitting at the shop, Tim says. Okay, waiting for the jobs to come in. Sitting at the office, as I would say. In Mumbai, India, at 3:17 p.m., partly cloudy, partly sunny, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Kuala Lumpur, it is raining in Kuala Lumpur, as far as that goes, at 5:47 p.m. in the late afternoon, venturing into the early evening. 84 degrees Fahrenheit. In Manila, Philippines, it's thunderstorms are in Manila, Philippines at 5:47. Also 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan, 6:47 p.m. Partly cloudy, partly sunny. Partly sunny, partly cloudy, either way. 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In Melbourne, Australia, we have 61 degrees Fahrenheit at 7:48. Cloudy skies in the evening at 7:48. In Sydney, 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and those are our world times and temperatures as we speak. And I wonder if the iPad's not working. It was working yesterday. It was on YouTube Live or Twitter Live yesterday, as far as that goes. I had a little bit of a rant I had to get out of my system, and I was just shaking my head because I saw a couple of tweets there. One tweet, and then there was a reply of an individual I don't follow anymore, that I used to follow during the audio days and stuff like that. I don't follow this individual, and this individual doesn't follow me. And, I guess what he did, we had this when I was on Audible. I talk about the audio challenge. We would have that in November. This individual, because he supposedly is the guru of it, doesn't do that much audio for all intents and purposes, but he facilitates it. And I'm not going to grace the saying the name, but it's an audio challenge. Okay, it's a 30-day challenge. It got started in November when I started doing audio years back. We had fun. We had a good, strong community. This person, because he's the so-called self-appointed person, decided to move it, and I was against that. I don't like it. It served no purpose other than the fact that didn't want to compete with the original audio challenge of Na Pod Pomo. There's an individual. She's down there in Texas. I can't think of her name right now. Jennifer is her first name, and she's the original creator of the National Podcaster Challenge Month, where you do an audio each day. This individual sort of shirt-tailed and changed the hashtag on it, made a big thing, and and the people, for all intents and purposes, that use it are these English people that I use it. And there's another person over there in that area that does it, I guess, half-assed and stuff like that. But they're sort of over in the camp. They favor the wokeness and stuff a little bit. I don't like using that word, but so it got moved to June, and the vote was like one. It wasn't even a vote. It was just like there was only three or four people that voted and stuff like that. It happened to be, but there was no reason to move it. And I was a very strong advocate, and I did a lot of audio and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. I sent you a picture. I got the notification. I'll look at it here in a little bit. We're doing a broadcast right now, Chris. Okay. It's just like I saw it come in and stuff like that. You know, you heard all the noise and stuff like that. You were making noise during the broadcast. So I had no problem. They and I always say this, you're on this internet, you do your thing and stuff like that. As long as you don't encroach on other people, that's fine. Well, these individuals, they had this tweet. They're in the camp that they don't, and I'll be frank, they don't care for Elon Musk buying. What did Elon Musk? They're almost insinuating he screwed up Twitter. It's not screwed up. He's just trying to improve it. He's doing some things. He owns it. He's the one that put down the money for the place. So to say he's not doing it and stuff like that, you had a chance to buy it. People are very easy to criticize. And I don't want to get too much on a rant here that I'm sort of picking up from yesterday. But it got in my jaw that it just bugged me that I said, I got to say something. They say, oh, we're going to take our audio challenge and go over to so-called Mastodon. Okay, how's that working? Because you're still tweeting over here on Twitter, calling without saying Elon's name, calling him a monstrous maniac. And your people that use Twitter are dirty. That's what really got me. I was really offended by that, saying, "No, I feel dirty using Twitter." Then why the fuck are you here? That's how serious I am about that. So I'm going to come down now. If you're going to complain about it, don't use it. I don't want to hear it. It's a broken record, and so I had to go on. And I don't care. I'm speaking my mind. I have high respects for one individual. The other individual I don't, because it's just like if you're all that knowing, you'd have your own platform and all that, and you'd be a rich person. You just show ignorance. That's all I'm saying. Those individuals that come out of here, oh, we're going to go over here and we're going to say, but you're still coming back to Twitter to be critical. It's old. I'm sick of it as far as that goes. Yeah, yeah. That's what I say, Tim. Fuck them. I'm calling it like it is, okay? I'm getting a little bit of my radical Rob. Yeah, I'm calm, Chris. I'm just serious. I'm dead serious on this. It's just like there's too much effing complaining. If you're gonna complain, turn the frickin' internet off. You just become ignorant, and you're going to Wyoming. Oh, okay, that Wyoming, isn't that Big Sky country, or is that Montana? One of the two. So I had to get that onto my system yesterday. I had fun with it, but I come back to the iPad Mini. I used the iPad Mini for a couple songs there, because on Twitter Live you can. Exactly, Chris. I don't have a problem with him either and stuff, but people just think because he's going to open it up a little bit more. He's making it a little bit safer here. It's the so-called wokeness is waking up that, hey, there's a sleeping giant that's speaking out. That okay, I can go as far as agreeing that you don't like him or you like them or whatever and stuff like that. You disagree with them and stuff like that. But when you insinuate that you're coming back on Twitter, but you feel dirty, you're saying that the people that are still here, they have no issues, are dirty, ignorant people. No, I'm gonna flip it around. You're the effing ignorant because Elon Musk. There's probably a lot of things I disagree with him, but I respect the fact. The guy, look what he has done. Look what he has. What have you done? Oh, I'm not seeing anything there. Okay? I'm very thankful that I had an Air Force career. I was proud to serve and stuff like that. But am I going to really be shitting on somebody that probably has done a lot more with his life right now, even though there's a lot of things I don't agree with and stuff? And you're going to say, go back to Mastodon. That's all I got to say. Is like go back into that black hole because I'm staying here on Twitter in the light and calling it for what it is as far as that goes. Let's see. Tony D, do you work? Yeah, Tony probably has to work today. Yeah, I heard there's an Apple thing, and that's okay. Big deal. I'm more pissed off about this Twitter thing of yesterday and stuff like that. And there's a lot of good people that do the audio that I listen to once a year. That's if I want to say something, that's a chance because the audio used to be just as much as what I'm doing here. I used to do a whole lot of audio and stuff like that back in the day, and it was fun. And I thought these people were fun people and stuff, but their true colors are coming out that they're not going to change and stuff. And I was just facilitated that, they didn't really, as far as that goes. I'm going to say it like it is. So I got that out of my system. Let's see. Let's go to our thought for the day. Let's get back on track here. And that's all because of the iPad Mini. You iPad Mini. The music worked on the iPad Mini yesterday, though. That's a crutch of it, stuff like that. As we come back full circle, our thought for the day comes from a gentleman that's no longer with us. He is an English novelist, but actually is not a he; it's a she. George Eliot. Mary Ann Evans, known by her pen name George Eliot, was an English novelist, poet, journalist, translator, and she wrote several novels as far as that goes. And it's just one Eliot or something like that. George Eliot. But the person's real name was Mary Ann Evans. And it's a good quote as far as that goes. I can see Rich shooting his iPad. No. I'll be playing around with it. It's an old piece of equipment, okay? It served its... that's why I got That's why I picked up the tablet here, the Science Sound tablet. As far as it, when stuff gets old, you got to have some replacement stuff. It still works. I was able to get on the internet. Just it probably has to. I'm just wondering if it's. I just got to play with it. So the George Eliot's quote and our thought for today goes, "It is never too late to be what you might have been. It is never too late to be what you might have been." So there's still an opportunity for me to become an astronaut. All you need is maybe Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos to say, "Hey," they watch one of my broadcasts, say, "Hey, we got to get that knucklehead up in space." As far as that goes, and let's see. Oh, okay, those are pretty good pictures, Chris. I just looked at them. Full moon. That first one, is that the moon or is that the sun? That's a bright moon. So you scaled it down on the second picture as far as the lighting. That's pretty good. Nice pictures. Thanks for sending those. So there's our thought and our quote for the day. Our quote and our thought for the day as far as that goes. And thank you, George Eliot. As far as that goes. Have you ever seen the movie Gravity? Yeah, it was an okay movie. It didn't really. I'm not a George Clooney fan. I'm just going to leave it at that. He's. I liked him in Ocean's 11 and stuff like that. He's an okay actor, but as far as that goes. Let's see. Today is Monday, of course, start of a new week, June 5th. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. A very good weekend. Didn't do much Saturday. I did post a picture of Ed White's on that day, Saturday, which was what, the 3rd, back in 1965. Thanks, Rich. That was taken on the the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Okay. And the first spacewalk, American spacewalk, was on that day. But and then yesterday, oh, that was Calvin jumping on the table, scared the crap out of me. Big old bear. What did we do yesterday? Just kick back, enjoyed we had the windows. Well, Saturday we had the windows open, which was nice, and it was nice yesterday, as far as that goes. I did do a Rumble yesterday. And I'm loving Rumble now. I can see the real power of Rumble as far as that goes. So, like I said, it's a few hoops to go through to get. And I guess Tony said you have to have at least 5 followers. So that's not much. You can very easily get 5 followers and stuff like that. But it is a little bit. Yesterday when I did live stream on Twitter Live, I used Restream. Because EVMux, I fired that up, and you could, if you got the paid version, you can use it on Rumble, which would be a little bit easier. You don't have to. I don't know how that would work if you have to still put in the. You still have to put in the things. I don't know. That'd be interesting to try out. But you can always use the RTMP, and EVMux you have to pay. Restream you have to pay. But I used Restream for Twitter. And because I couldn't go on the PC because in my Twitter library, I don't see the producer section anymore. That's been taken out. And I go, Elon must be doing something with it. You still can get on Twitter Live on your phone and using Restream. And I hadn't used it in a while. And I actually had to do a double take. Because the first stream, something wasn't working right. So Randy W. Horton was in that live stream yesterday, and to thank him for being up. Because anytime Randy W. Horton's in a broadcast, those numbers are skyrocketing. So they skyrocketed as far as the number of views on that particular. Well, he retweets it and stuff, so he gets his followers there, and you get a bump and stuff like that. So, but today is Monday, but the start of another week. So I hope, again, everybody had a good 5 fouls to go live on Rumble. Yeah, I think that's what Tony said. And, yeah, he's not famous. He's just well known. He's not. You can, maybe in your mind he's famous, okay, Chris? He's just a good guy to know as far as that goes. He's a good guy. as far as that goes. He's coming back on Twitch, I think, Wednesday. On Wednesday, as far as that goes. He should be coming back on Twitch. I remember him saying. But today is the 156th day. It is the 23rd week. We are 43% through the year. And let's see, we do have, oh, well, I don't know about this. National Veggie Burger. I don't know. I've tried the veggie burgers. They're okay. They're nothing really spectacular as far as that goes. How many followers can you go live? Well, I just said, Erica, 5, I think. That's what Tony has said. Okay, that's the number that's floating around there. I don't know how many I thought. When I was, before I started broadcasting on Rumble, it's been, what, 6 months, 7 months? I thought it was 100 at one time when they first doing that. Yeah, veggie burgers. World Environment Day? Yeah, that's okay. International Day of a fight against illegal something. Let's see. National Start Over Day. Maybe I should start over because my iPad mini didn't work. Here's a good one. National Moonshine. You don't want to try. Moonshine is like paint thinner. Tony, that's what it told me. Can't go live without 5 followers. Yeah, I know, Tony. We talked about that last week during the guest stars broadcast where Tony was my guest star last week on Twitch using Twitch star guest stars, which is worked out pretty good. That was a damn good broadcast. Let's see. We're gonna go with National Gingerbread Day. I like gingerbread. Gingerbread is good. That's a good one with a cup of coffee there. Let's see. National Gingerbread Day. 'Tis the season to celebrate National Gingerbread Day. While that may sound strange, on June 5th, each year, gingerbread lovers across the country celebrate by sampling their favorite recipe and gingerbread treats, whether in the form of bread, cake, bar, biscuit, or cookie. They are delicious any time of year, and I can say that. Hashtag National Gingerbread Day. That's what we're going to go with. Erica, okay, I only have 9 followers, so I can go. Yeah, if you want, just there's a little bit of a learning curve. You got to have put all your stuff in, and then you get your URL link and your stream key, which changes each time you go live. That's the only drawback. And you put that in your third party platform. Like I use it on Streamlabs OBS, because my this OBS platform right here is strictly for Twitch. I have it dedicated to Twitch, so I use Streamlabs for Rumble, and it works out quite well. And yeah, it's a little bit figuring out to what you got to copy and paste, and then when you hit the live button, like when I hit live on Streamlabs, it's not instantaneous like Twitch is a lot quicker. Okay, it takes a couple seconds. Then you got to go to that page and refresh it, and then you'll see that you're live. And when you go to the broadcast itself, it doesn't start. You have to hit the arrow, and then that starts it and stuff. So it's okay. Once you're running, it's a great platform to be on, I think. And I had some good conversation with 2 people on YouTube or on the Rumble yesterday, and I'm just intrigued that when I upload a video, just like I upload a video, I upload a video to Rumble, the replay, and I upload it over on YouTube, I get like 5 to 8 views, replay views. Nothing spectacular because, but on Rumble, if I go live, it's automatically 150 to 300. I think there was one broadcast last week I did, or a week before. It's almost at 1,000, I think. Let me see. Let me check. And I just saw that number, and it's like, what is driving that? That's what's so fascinating. Let's see. Like for the audio podcast last week, the Thursday one got 349 because I broadcast on Rumble live stream while I was doing the podcast, and we had 349 views on that one now, and then there's 220. I'm not about the numbers, but you got to recognize that, okay? So I'm just saying, it's just, and I'm nobody. but I guess I'm somebody on Rumble if I go live. You know, people are watching me. There's one broadcast there. If I go back, where is it? Let me see it. Oh, let's see. It wasn't that week. Okay, yeah, it was last. It was last weekend. The Sunday Rumble got the Saturday Rumble on the last weekend of May. It got 249, but the Sunday one, the Sunday before, the last Sunday, 920 views. And I'm doing the same thing. So it's just like there's people on Rumble they're hungry for content. So I'm just saying yeah, that's what I said. Wow, what's driving that? I usually average anywhere from 35, maybe on a good day, 45 replay views here on Twitch, which is fine. It's great. That's fantastic for me. I love that. You know, but these numbers, maybe you should go. No, Twitch is my mainstay, and I like Rumble, and this validates Rumble is a very serious competitor to Twitch and YouTube when you go live. If I'm next to a nobody. I know maybe Randy does, and here's the difference. Look at Randy's replay numbers. Let me go to Randy's page. Let me go to Randy's IRL page. He's on Rumble, just by comparison now. Someone like Randy. Now I've been on there longer than Randy. You look at his replay, he gets. I'm not seeing any views. I mean, his one that was in the mall in Helsinki before he left had that's 2 comments. That was 11 days ago. You figure he gets big numbers on Twitch and YouTube. How many views did he get? It's not showing the views. He doesn't have the views. He's not showing the views. Why is that? I don't know. Why is that? It's showing the comments, but it's not showing the number of views as he has. Maybe he does. Maybe he has it toggled to where you can't see the views. But he probably has a lot of views, okay? But I'm just saying, for me, I'm getting that number. But you look at the reviews of, say, Randy's kick. They're nothing. They're a handful. So, I mean, those are indicators as far as that goes. I think people on Rumble like the more... Well, that's why they're there. You got some big names that are over there that got banned from YouTube and probably got banned here from Twitch. But the people from Twitch went to Kick or something like that, the freaking casino people and stuff like that. But the Rumble got started because there was some top name people during COVID were banned, and they started Rumble. And Rumble, I think it's really, let's just say Rumble is very serious. Remember when we were on Haps and we thought they were serious? Haps is kindergarten. This is how I equate it. Haps is kindergarten stuff compared to Rumble. Rumble is going to be a big player. You look at who broadcasts on there, okay? And you can't dispute that. There is more freedom on there. It is a little bit of a pain in the ass to get on there and stuff. I'm used to it though now. So, but yeah, craps. Yeah, Haps is craps. Haps was fun. Kick could have been fun, but we've already done there. We've been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, moved on. We're doing stuff on a more stable platform, and Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube are stable platforms. Twitter Live, I'm still looking for Twitter Live. That you get some good numbers on Twitter Live. People, to me it's the same. They have to brush up on the pixelation, because on the replay yesterday, I watched on the Twitter Live yesterday that I did. When I watched a replay, there's segments in that broadcast that I'm pixelated. The sound is outstanding. I was surprised. And like I said, the music came off of the iPad Mini, but the pixelation. I've got a brand new computer. My internet, I mean, this is, and on Twitter Live, it's not the issue isn't with me anymore, because I'm here on Twitch. I have a brand new computer, 32 gig of RAM. You know, I'm up there on the high end of using hardware. My internet is solid. Okay, it's it's better than good than dial-up, and it's solid because I have an outstanding picture here. Okay, I'm broadcasting at 720p, 30 frames per second. I've got 0.3 for the CPU rate. So that pixelation, I'm not having any pixelation here, but on Twitter I do. So I think it's just older code that's in the Twitter Live from the Periscope days that's not up to date, and that's what they need to work on. And Elon Musk has said that in a previous broadcast. YouTube censors things to depend on what they will censor. Okay, all Twitch censors, Lady Cat. Maybe Elon can fix. I think he is. It's not maybe. I think he will be fixing it. It's not a priority, but eventually something will happen there. And I think something's going to happen because when I was trying to bring up Go Twitter Live on the desktop, which I'm able to do, and I hadn't gone on Twitter Live in quite a while. I went on, I think the last time I did before yesterday was using Restream. But I used to go online, Twitter Live, right here on the computer. I couldn't. I could not find the Twitter, in the twitter.com/library, there's no producer up there. It shows all your media, your pictures that you post on Twitter and stuff like that. But there was something called a producer that through the producer, you could go Twitter Live. That's where you put your stream, you get your stream key and all that, and you put it in your OBS or, the same things what you have to do on Rumble, basically. Okay. That's not there anymore. Where'd it go? Twitter might be doing something with Twitter Live. That's just an observation. Okay, that's an observation as far as that goes, and that'll be interesting to see. I'm going to keep tabs on that now that I've seen that. There's little indicators. The first indicator was before the one presidential candidate down there in Florida announced on Twitter Spaces, and I guess the servers went crap. Elon, and we all know he was on. He did a Twitter Live, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, "Are you serious?" In so many words, he said that video looks like crap. You need to clean that up. Just see it, that individual right there, him saying that, something's going to happen eventually. Okay? And he'll roll it out at the appropriate time and stuff like that. So there's indicators. Let's just say there's strong indicators that something's going to happen on Twitter Live, than us always hoping that Haps is going to come back, which it isn't. It's not, even Tony is probably come to terms with that as far as that goes. Even though I can still, that tablet that you heard ding and ding, and that's an old RCA Voyager 3 tablet. I still have the. If I log on a couple times, or try a couple times logging in on the app, I can still get on Haps. Lady Cat subscribed with Prime. Oh, thank you very much, Lady Cat. Thank you, Erica. Subscribed with Prime. They subscribed 9 months in a row. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. To recognize that pops up. It doesn't pop up that much, so I do appreciate it. So that'll be interesting to see. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, okay. Program note. Yeah, I got to that point where I usually talk about the audio podcast. And thank you very much again, Lady Cat. That's very generous. Thank you. She's a Twitch baby from yeah, exactly. A program note, because I usually talk about what I'm going to, the audio podcast. I will not be online at all tomorrow. I got to get it. At this time tomorrow, I'll be halfway going to Syracuse. I have an 8 o'clock appointment up at Syracuse, and to take care of some business. And it's one of those lingering things for retirement and stuff like that that I have to take care of. And when I made the appointment, I said, yeah, 8 o'clock sounds fine. I'll be up there, no problem. And it was after I made the appointment. The missus is supposed to go with me. She says, "You what? That's real early." I'm always one if I have a doctor's appointment. I usually go, yeah, put me down for 7:30, 8 o'clock, no problem. Well, there's an hour and 45 minutes, a 2 hour drive to Syracuse from where I'm at. That wasn't factoring in on this dumbass here. Um, but I could have changed it, but I wanted to stay with it, and I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow around 12. Yeah, this is no doctor's appointment. It's just some last things that I have to do on my retirement as far as that goes, to take care of some things that relate to uh, previous jobs, a previous job there as far as that goes. And I don't want to state what it is as far as that goes. That there's certain things that I can talk about, and there's certain things I can't talk about. And so it's going to be a day trip tomorrow. I'm not even going to post my normal three. I'm just going to stay off the internet. Tomorrow's a day off from the internet. So I'll be back Wednesday for the live stream broadcast here as far as that goes. And I can tell you about my trip up to Syracuse. Because if the business goes with me, she has a dental appointment today. And depending on how she feels after that dental appointment, she may go with me or may not. And if she goes with me, that means we're going to stop at Chick-fil-A, because there's a Chick-fil-A up there in Syracuse. And if she doesn't, then I'm just zipping up there and coming back, and I'll be back before lunchtime. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the dinner report. That's a good idea there, Chris. Let's go ahead and do the dinner report as far as that goes. How much time have we been on here? Been on here for 47 minutes. We got lots of time. I started at 5:30, so no, it's not too early. It's good. That's because like I said, I just tomorrow, just a program note. Don't worry, I'm okay. Okay, don't say, "Oh, Fireman Rich didn't do anything on the internet. Something's wrong." Nothing's wrong. Okay, it's just some real world business that I have to take care of as far as that goes. Okay, for Chris Technician, for his dinner report, and we only do the for the people watching this on the replay. The dinner report is the people that are in the chat, and we have several people in the chat. We just say, "What did you have for dinner last night?" And everybody participates, or just about everybody participates. So it's a Chris Technician original. We only do the dinner report when he's here. We don't do it when he's not here. And for his dinner report, he had a bacon cheeseburger with fries from the local sports bar. The local sports bar there. That's good. What did we have last night? We had... What did I have? Bow tie pasta with spinach and olives. And I had a brownie. The missus made some brownies yesterday, so I had brownie for dessert. Tim Fan 43 out there in Michigan comes in. He had chicken breast with Italian dressing. Ooh, that sounds good. In the crock pot. That's outstanding. I could already taste the chicken there. I love the crock pot. With loaded baked potato. Ooh, baked potato. That sounds good. That's a good one. Erica, LadyCat31, she had a top-notch burger at her favorite restaurant, Silver City, with no bun and a Caesar salad. That's good. Sounds good. That sounds good. Sometimes you don't need the bun. You don't need the bread as far as that goes. I eat a lot of bread when I have sandwiches. I have a sandwich every day. I remember when I was working at the day job there, it was always a ham and cheese sandwich. And more ham and cheese sandwiches than shake a stick. I still love the ham and cheese sandwich. They're good. They're good. Is Tony D still there, or is he off to work? Yeah, less calories. Yeah, you don't the bread. And it was great, Tim. I can imagine that was great. Anything in the crock pot is fantastic. It tastes good. Tastes good. I think Tony left. Okay, Tony left. No problem. He's got to get to the day job as far as that goes. Oh, he's here. Tony's still here. Okay, he's still hanging. I don't know if you have time to do the dinner report, Tony. Or are you still trying to remember? As far as that goes. Let's get set up for we'll do the history here. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, that's a good one right there. Oh, that's a good one too. So we got two good ones there. Um, okay, thanks guys. Got to run. Okay, Tim, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. You got to go back to the day job. You're earning a paycheck. You're a working stiff, and be safe. Have fun, and thank you for again, Tim, for being here in the broadcast. And while we're waiting for Tony's, let's see. We had another bacon cheeseburger. Chris Tuck had a bacon cheeseburger, but Tony comes in with a bacon double cheeseburger combo from Sonic. Ooh, that's a good one right there. Sonic is good. I haven't been to Sonic in years. They have one up near the Broome Community College up there on the other side of Binghamton, New York, and that's good. There's a place up there you can get Speedy's, the Speedy Char Pit. I'm on the clock too. Shift started for overtime at 4. Oh, you're already at the job. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. You're on the clock listening. Okay. No problem. That's why you were turning the wrench and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, early starts. Oh man, I used to. Oh, I didn't mind staying an extra couple hours. And yes, I'm over waiting for Haps to. You're over for. We could still talk about it. We had some good memories and stuff like that. And I always want to say when we talk about it, the best thing that came out of Haps is me, for the people that are watching on the replay, when one platform goes down and you go on another platform, if you're able to maintain contact with all the good people you met, and I won't say the majority of there's a lot of people that I knew on Haps, like all the people, Chris Technician, Lady Cat, Tony, I all met on Haps. I don't know if Tim Fan was on there and stuff, but Tim Fan, he was. I first saw Tim Fan on Randy's broadcast. There's a lot of people I met Randy W. Horton over in Haps, and you cross over and people see you and stuff like that. So the really serious broadcast, Jeeves, yeah, I knew Jeeves from Blab Days and stuff like that, just to go down memory lane again for the 100th time. And that's what the uniqueness of the broadcast. That's a lot more that I can say about the audio. When I was on audio, we stuck together, but the thing of it is, audio went to the route like Haps did. They start complaining about this and that, about the platform, and they say, screw that, I'm going and stuff. And it's just like when I started in the broadcast, talking about some individuals that are crapping on Twitter, and they say, oh, I'm going to take my ball and go over to Mastodon and stuff. Well, go and stay over there. Don't come back here because I don't want to hear it. I just happened to come across the broadcast, that particular post, because one of the two individuals I still have high respects for, even though there's probably a lot of things I disagree with the individual, but I have high respects for this individual. But I would tell this individual straight up and no bones, for you to say you're coming back to Twitter and you feel dirty, then you're telling me that I'm a schmuck for still using Twitter just because I don't agree with your outlook. No, that's not how it works. Everybody's different. I have the Happy app still, but I might get rid of it. I don't know. I keep it around it's on this very old, it's not as old as the iPad mini, because I couldn't use Haps on the iPad mini. That's how old that iPad mini is. But this Voyager, the RCA Voyager 3 tablet, I picked it up for $50. It seemed like a good deal. It's a little wonky, but I use it for a second or third device here on the desk. I still have the app, so let's see. I miss how the community supported each other more than anything. Period. Yeah, but Tony, I would say that we're still doing that here. I think not as much as what we did over on Haps, because Haps everybody was buzzing and stuff like that. But I think people are just taking a rest. Like, I don't see. I've actually asked a few people to come on a broadcast. Colin is taking care of his book and stuff like that. So he's busy. Nazim, was another one I've asked. Uh, we have heard from Bathurst, Michael Bathurst, but he comes up, he pops up every once in a while on Twitter Spaces, but he just did he's doing those YouTube shorts. More power to him. I watch him occasionally, but I'm not, um, I think he's an individual that could be here on Twitch, but he doesn't want to. That's his bag of donuts and stuff like that. But it's good to see where he's at, and he's happy doing what he's doing. Uh, so, and there's people from the audio side that I've known for years. They won't do this. They just don't want to do this. They don't have, they'll do the audio and stuff. It's simple. And maybe that's the vast majority of the people in Haps. Haps was a one button start and boom. Let's face it, when you use Twitch, it's easy, it's a little bit of, you got to do what you're doing. You got to juggle a few balls and stuff like that. Like, when one ball falls, like the show must go on. So, like one of my balls fell this morning, the iPad Mini, but that's no big deal. Yesterday on the Twitter Live, it wasn't going smoothly. Stop the broadcast, regroup, delete the tweet that I just tweeted because it's a bogus, it's a crap live stream on Twitter, and restart. You just take a step back and then move forward. And so there's a lot to be learned from doing live stream. I just think it's a shame that the people that over in the audio, that they just pop up and spiel off what they spiel, and they think they're intelligent, but you don't show your intelligence. Just observe, that's from my point of view. As far as that goes. These other individuals could counter back saying, well, you're full of crap too, Rich. And it's like, that's fine. No problem. Let's see. Our world history. I remember the trolls. Yeah, the trolls. I get them occasionally, but I take care of them. No problem. There's somebody on Rumble that I ended up just recently here, that when I first came on Rumble, I followed the individual broadcasts. It doesn't look like the individual has that much of a following. I wouldn't say he's a troll, but he didn't respect. Let's just say I'm not going to go into your broadcast and arbitrarily throw a link out in the comments and then to the broadcast that I'm doing. That's not cool. That's not good. I said something to the broadcast. I don't communicate with this person. Never really had a conversation. I did a few comment replies to him as far as that goes. But the person was always trying to draw other people into his broadcast. I just don't want to go on with that broadcast. It was almost like, it's like, okay, I put up with it. Then it happened a second time. That's it. I'm not even saying something. Blocked him across the board. I don't want to deal with you, guy. If you can't respect my broadcast, then you're gone. I don't need you. And I haven't, oh God. That's a solid block across Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, across the board. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Hey, good morning, Ted. Ted Hicks, real Ted Hicks coming in. Good morning, sir. Ted Hicks had a fantastic broadcast the other day with Tony D. 30 minutes. I love that, Ted. I love that. And I watched, I missed the first third, so I ended up watching the replay over on the YouTube. And and Ted really gets the broadcast. I love Ted Hicks's broadcast. He's very polished, very, I love watching or listening to Ted. He gets it. He's trying to tell Tony about the audio, doing a podcast. I think everybody should, or else take their video. And for the most part, Tony is doing that with his music broadcast. He's repurposing it on Mixcloud, which I think is great. That's great being able to do that. It's widening the horizons as a broadcaster and stuff like that. And Ted Hicks does that, where he takes his broadcast here on Twitch and he repurposes it over on YouTube, not only in the video form, but the audio form also, because he uses Spreaker. And I think that's great. So you're welcome, Tony. And so it's always a pleasure to real Ted Hicks here on. And I'm still wondering if are you on Rumble yet, Ted? Did you did you figure out and get logged on to Rumble yet? As far as that goes. Because you said you might not yet. Okay, well you did send me a DM to so I can follow you and stuff like that. Um, we're talking about Rumble, and I'll talk about Rumble because I like Rumble. I talk about things I like to do, and Rumble is good, and we'll do. Okay, thank you, Ted. Ted's probably catching the train going into the city. He's out there on Long Island. He's a fellow New Yorker. Tony is a fellow New Yorker, but he's just down there in Georgia as far as that goes. Let's go into the, let's see, we're at an hour. Let's go ahead and do the history on this day. On this day in 1956, Elvis Presley introduced his new single, Hound Dog, on the Milton Berle show. I can remember watching the Milton Berle show. It was right at its tail end. I think my parents watched it. Some with the Milton Berle show and scandalized some with his suggestive hip movements. Remember his hip movements? Oh, we can't have when he was on Ed Sullivan. They got him from the waist up. They could not have his hip. They thought that was very bad TV as far as that goes. On this day in 1977, that's the year I graduated high school, the first practical personal computer went on sale. You know what that was? The Apple II. I wonder if that's why they're having that event, Chris. Today is the anniversary. 1977, the Apple II, the first practical personal computer, went on sale, as far as that goes. And let's see, over here, it was sort of sad, but I can remember the day. I remember the papers coming out that afternoon with the headline. On this day, on June 5th, 1968, Senator Robert F. Kennedy was shot and mortally wounded after claiming victory in the California Democratic presidential primary at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles. Assassinated Sirhan Bisma Sirhan was arrested, and I don't know if he's still in prison or not. But the thing about that year, 1968, it was just a few months earlier, on April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated. Two great Americans that were taken away from us. I sometimes, on the anniversary of their assassinations, I often think what this country would have been if they were still alive. Two great men as far as that goes. And let's see, in 1794, Congress passed the National Act, the Neutrality Act, which prohibited Americans from taking part in any military action against a country that was at peace with the United States. Jeeves is on Skype with us right now. Oh, tell Jeeves, Jeeves is over. He's still over in Scotland. He's eating breakfast. He should be eating lunch. They're 5 hours ahead. So, what's the time over in Scotland? Scotland is. What do we got? Scotland. It's 11:30. So okay, he's having brunch. He's eating brunch there and stuff like that. Let's see, going down. Let's see. And that's about it for news. The big one, Bobby Kennedy being assassinated today, back in 1968. 1968 was a very turbulent time as far as that goes. I was in grade school, and it's just Vietnam was still going on. Very, very turbulent as far as it goes. And so that's pretty much it for the history. Let's see, yesterday the Yankees beat the Dodgers. Yes, they kicked the Dodgers' ass. Screw those Dodgers. And that's all I'm going to say about that. They beat them 4-1 last night, and the Mets lost to the Blue Jays. So, Jeeves, tell Jeeves there, Chris, that the Blue Jays beat the Mets again 6-4. He probably already knows. Today the who's on the today no the Mets. Let's see. Blue Jays moved to play the Astros today. It looks like the Mets and Yankees are off today. In the USFL, we had this weekend. It's in its 8th week. My New Jersey Generals, they lost to the Showboats yesterday. And the Breakers, they won against the Panthers. So those were the two favorite teams. The Gamblers on Saturday won against the Maulers. At 6-2, the Birmingham Stallions beat the Philadelphia Stars. So it looks like it's the Stallions. They might repeat, but they're in week 8. Got 2 more weeks of USFL. Last night, the big game. I did watch it. The Miami Heat tied up the series. Miami came on strong in the first quarter. The Nuggets came back at the half. They won the second quarter, and they barely won the third quarter by 2 points. And it was the fourth quarter was the difference. Miami just took off. They were kicking. They were killing them on 3-pointers, and Denver was doing some knucklehead stuff as far as that goes, giving the ball up. But the final score 111-108. Denver did not look as strong as they did in the first game. Miami came back, so we have a series. I said it was going to be a sweep. It's not going to be a sweep. This could possibly go another 7 games. So the next game, when do they play next? They play. Let's see. Try the music again. Doesn't want to play. The next game will be Wednesday night at 8:30. They're down in Miami for the next 2 games. So we'll see what happens there as far as that goes. And with that, I don't have any outro music. So how do I end this broadcast if I don't have any outro music? Oh, I can't do it that way. Oh, no problem. So that's it, folks. We're at an hour. We're coming. Well, we're not even close to the top of the hour. We're just we're 20 of. A little bit before 20. Yeah, a little more than quarter of the hour. So plans for the day is just to relax. I got to go out for a walk this morning. I'm still doing the walking every morning, which is good. It keeps me. Let's see. I get some. Oh, I still got coffee. Oh, we got a squirrel running. The lawn is still looking good. I guess I'm glad I mowed it because it doesn't look like it burned too much. There is a few brown spots out there, but we need to get some rain. We need to get some moisture as far as that goes. So other than that, I hope all of you have a great day. We're over an hour going on an hour and 10 minutes. So I want to say thank you for. Let's see. We had Tony D being in the chat there. As far as thank you, Tony, coming in from work. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you, Chris Technician, for you being here also. Lady Cat, Erica, Lady Cat 31, Erica, thank you for being here. Tim Fan, thank you. And who else did we have? We had somebody else in here. We only had 3. We had like 7 people, and I saw on the thing. And thank you again for the the Prime subscription there, Lady Cat. I really appreciate that. And that's it. That's all I see in there. Oh, Ted. I'm sorry, Ted. He came in towards the end. Thank you, Ted Hicks. To leave the best for last, okay, Ted? I recovered there. Thank you, Ted. It's always great having Ted Hicks pop in the chat and stuff like that. So you guys in the chat all have a great one wherever you may be. For those people watching this on the replay on Rumble and also YouTube, thank you very much. You got it, Ted. Thank you. And we'll be doing something today. I might be trying if I get my my iPad Mini done. Maybe I'll do another Twitter live. I had fun with that Twitter, even though did a rant on the Twitter live. I liked being on there and stuff because when I'm on Twitter live, I do see comments because I'll have this Samsung tablet, and I have to say this Twitter live to me when I have it up on the phone or the tablet, it looks just like Periscope. It used to be, it has the pixelations there and stuff like that. But I can see the hearts and all that. The hearts are, so we got to keep an eye on that. We definitely have to keep an eye on Twitter Live to see where that's going at and stuff like that. So I'll be doing something. I know I'll be messing around with gathering some Satoshis somewhere along the line. I did some Satoshi mining yesterday over there on what's that Fountain Podcaster app that I listened to. I actually was listening. Tony, you'll like this as I end this broadcast. I'm listening to Nonsensical Nonsense. I got 54 Satoshis. It amounted to what, like 10 cents, as far as that goes. What's let me see. I have a calculator here. What's 50? Let's see. What's 56 Satoshis? What's the conversion? Oh, I don't want that. Let's do that real quick. We have time here. Let's see. Oh, I got to do it this way here. I got to get, because I have it on the phone here. Let me see. I have the conversion. I was listening. I use this podcatcher app. Okay, it's called Fountain Podcasting, and you can. It's one of those apps I'm listening to, and I guess depending on how the thing, you can listen to their featured podcast, where if you hit it, you can listen. You get Satoshis, and then there's an ad. You can get Satoshis. But yesterday. I was listening. I just had it playing on my Bluetooth microphone here, or speaker, and I said, well, let me just listen to the Nonsensical Nonsense. And I just had that going yesterday, and I earned a total of 56 Satoshis, which amounts to 1.5 cents. That's how much listening to Nonsensical Nonsense is. But you earn Satoshis, which is the lowest form of Bitcoin. And so, see, I'm earning money when I'm listening to the knuckleheads on Nonsensical Nonsense. Like that one, Tony? Lots of laughs. All right, folks. Again, this is Rich Roberts. Fireman Rich here on Twitch. At Fireman Rich over there on Twitter, where it's my mainstay as far as you know I'm on the internet doing something when you see me posting over there. And I always post I post links to good stuff, and one of those links to good stuff is this broadcast. It will be posted up shortly here on Rumble and YouTube. And with that, you can follow me over on Twitter at Fireman Rich, where I tote myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, I like playing on this thing called the internet, and doing this live stream broadcasting is exactly that. So you all have a great one. You all have a great Monday. We're starting a new week, working towards the weekend. Even though I'm not in the day job anymore, we're still working towards the weekend, folks. All right, you take care. Ciao for now. Live life. Have fun. Take care, folks. Have a great Monday. Yes, we'll do, Chris. You have a great one, too. We're, let's see, and as always, Bazenga coming in from Chris Technician. And we are... and Tony coming in with the second Bazenga. Thank you. This is Rich Roberts. I'm out of here.